Well, you know what a normal potato looks like, right? Well, these are ones I had in my pantry for a long time, and I finally got to it because, well, I'm making my own little homemade soup with uh, beef cubes and other spices and things, and these are what happened to my potatoes. Look kind of cool, don't they? Well, I'm gonna take the best one of these and I'm going to turn it into a bonsai potato. You know what that is? Is where you take the roots, you let it grow out, and it looks like a bonsai tree. Most of these are not in great shape. I'm going to plant them outside. It's supposed to rain, and hopefully these things will sprout. Whatever doesn't grow will become fertilizer, like this one, and probably this one. These ones look a little bit crazy. I can't tell you why, but let's see here. Some of these good ones here, I'm just gonna turn into take the roots off, plant them at the same time, see what grows, what doesn't. They're still perfectly fine if they sprout, as long as they're not falling apart. I got a couple good candidates. This one looks pretty good for bonsai, but I think I might stick with this one maybe. Plant it in the ground just like this and let it grow up. But it might turn out pretty well if it turns. This one definitely still good, but I'm gonna have to knock the roots off that one. You know what? I'll go ahead and do that right now. This will have to do for a container. I'm just gonna put a paper towel in there, cut off these roots, put them in one of my cans outside, and see if anything grows. These are actually easy. I can pop them off. I'm figuring this one would be good for my soup. I'll cut part of this off here and keep the top part and use that as the bonsai. And everything else gets cut off and used. This one is going to be put into my thing as fertilizer for the next one. If it grows, it grows. Same thing with these two. They're a little bit on these three here are on the not so savory side of cooking with. This shit is pretty easy. Right here. Let me show you. Come on. I might actually have to cut these off. Like a surgeon thing. Alright, let's see here. I'm going to go ahead and pause this and I'll show you when I'm done. But basically, we're going to cut a cube. You know what? Okay, I showed you an example there. Let me show you when I get done here. Give me a moment. This is what it looks like afterwards. It looks like a little mini transplant plant. I'll just go ahead and put this in here. And I'll continue with the rest. These three I'm just going to throw in as they are. What grows, grows. Maybe I'll get some potato plants growing. They do grow in the winter after all. I think this was my best option here. I think I'll just cut a thing off here right now. I'll show you that one. This one's super easy. It's kind of small, but maybe that's a good thing. My knife would cut. And there we go. Plant that in the dirt just like this. Make sure it gets wet, and we'll see if anything the roots grow. I'll put this in here anyways, just to make possibility. Alright, let's take that eye off. These roots are also known as eyes, depending on how far they go. I got straight up like sprouts. They look kind of nice. Alright, let me pause this to take care of all the rest of these, and I'll show you what I'm done with when I'm done. Well, I got done going through them. Everything here is good. Everything here is going in my pot. We had a little buddy here. He came from a bad one. Let me go ahead and put him with the rest of them. And put him in my little mini garden. So give me a second here. I'm gonna go ahead and wash these up and put this little guy with the rest of these, and I'll be right back. Well, here we go. I've taken the everything, including the one little worm guy, put them in these. It's supposed to rain soon, especially over there. We're supposed to get coming from here. When that happens, these will get watered, and hopefully a potato should begin to take sprout from all these mini ones, and I'll get something good. As you can see, I have washed these. These are all perfectly good. I don't believe it should be thrown away just because some have some roots on them, unless they're really starting to go bad. Oh, there you can see. Alright, now let's go ahead and transfer these into the rest. This is a combination of cubed beef, green onions, yellow onions, a bunch of different seasonings and herbs, and now potatoes. As you can see, they look perfectly good. Made sure there was nothing wrong with them, and so now they go in. In about 8 hours maybe, or by tomorrow, this will be some really good soup. There we go. Let me get my little piece here. Here we go. I'm really not too concerned about my utensil here. I've been using it to do this whole time, and I've been washing it off. And take a look at this. Here's my beef cubes. They kind of disintegrate a little bit. That's the way I like them. In fact, I will test one of these. I should test a little bit of everything real quick. Here's a carrot. Oh, those carrots in here too, baby carrots. I had in my fridge. This is basically a last resort when I have a whole bunch of stuff I gotta use up. Looks like the green onions have pretty much decomposed, other than the little bits like right here. The yellow onion was just added recently, so it is nowhere near ready. And those potatoes are going to be chewy and soft, or on the chewy texture side, and I don't like that. I want mine to be more on the fall apart with your fork side. I do have to do dishes. That was from last night. I finished my chili. I did modify it with some other extra stuff, but that was about it. I add some stuff to it, extra spices. I just don't go based off what it's originally in the can. Alright, should be kind of cooled off by now. Looks pretty good. It's a little fatty and gamey, which is nice. It's definitely soaking up the flavor from the seasoning, the herbs, and the broth I added. And baby carrot is easily being chewed up. No crunch. Well, it's right on. Well, let's go ahead and reset this. I'm going to run this for another 8 hours. Let's do 6 hours on high to get those potatoes going. If I have to, I'll run it on warm for 10, or warm on low for 10 hours. If I have to before I go to bed. Trying to clean after myself a little bit here at least. I will have to run this in my dishwasher. But that's alright. That's good enough. Alright. Anyways, again, here's my concoction. It's like a beef soup, I guess, or something. I think there's a proper term for it. I don't know what it is. Oh, I know what I'm missing. Forget about this. It's my oregano. I have one plant. Unfortunately, it did die on me. So I think I have some more. Give me a second here. Here's some more. The plant was growing for a while. I don't know what happened. It spontaneously decided to, I guess, dry up and die. I was watering it. I even gave it some food, plant food. Then again, I got my plant from Walmart. Usually the plants survive, but maybe it's because I had it indoors because it was raining too much at the time. So we'll add the oregano on top there. No, wait, not oregano. Rosemary. Rosemary. See, normally these plants survive easily. You can find this stuff everywhere. But, like landscaping and everything, unfortunately for me, I don't know what happened. Maybe it's my kitchen. Alright, well anyways. I'm gonna go ahead and let this cook. When it's time to serve, I'll go ahead and do another video. I may show how to do this in a later episode, a later video, but unfortunately I do not have the components to do this again. Oh, I do have half of a yellow onion and some green onions, but that's it. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and let this go. Maybe if this gets down far enough, I may add some Italian noodles to make this into a proper soup. We'll see. Make like the hearty, chunky soup that you can buy in the can. We'll just have to see. Maybe I'll turn this into a stew by adding some gravy and maybe a little bit of mashed potatoes to this. We'll find out later. Anyways, thank you, and hope you all have a great day.